What do you think of that, Ben?
Well done, comrade. Now you'll have to show me your aim. Try to shoot that can over there.
That'll be easy.
Should I be wasting all of my ammunition on cans? This is the Pacific Northwest. Everyone knows how to use a fucking gun up here.
Kid, I like your style. But let's think of something harder now. Hey, you see that crow? Plunk it before it flies off.
Hunting and just being outdoors is like one of the only things that you can do in the Pacific Northwest when you're surrounded by trees. And is this a zombie crow? Why the fuck are we gonna shoot a bird? That is a fucking waste. How much can we really learn shooting a bird? And he just fucking flies away.
I think it's time to do something about this poor bastard. It's cruel to leave him tied up like that. Let's put him out of his misery.
Take the shot, Randy. Let's do right by the poor soul.
Shit, I would have killed him a long time ago. The ones that you don't kill are the ones that end up finding you in the end.
There's no glory in killing the dead a second time. This is just what it means to survive now. Make sure you always aim for the head, Randy. Always in the head.
That would be a great tip if you had no knowledge of zombies whatsoever. But with modern society's fascination with the zombie apocalypse and everything about reanimation of a dead corpse and someone coming back to life just to eat you because they're fucking mindless and that's all they want and they just crave your fucking soul and your brains and all that fucking nasty shit that's inside your body that someone wants to put in their mouth. So if you haven't read the Zombie Survival Guide by Max Brown, I would highly suggest it. It goes in depth with a couple things and it's pretty fucking crazy and it gives you the most random situations that will help you out in the craziest time of your life. And it goes to highlight a couple things that you're going to need. You're going to need essential skills that can assist you when it comes to surviving a zombie apocalypse. And then the second thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to know when to build a shelter and where to build it. That is probably one of the most important things of the whole survival guide, is knowing where you're going to set up shop and then knowing when you're going to have to leave that bitch in a hurry. When it's time to haul ass, you just need to get the fuck out of there and keep going, because something you called your sanctuary with some other people that maybe you picked up in your party along the way, your journey fighting through fucking dead bodies and shit like that, maybe it's going to be time down the road. You're just going to have to say, you know what, fuck it, we got to bounce from this place. This shit isn't safe anymore. So, then you're going to need some weapons and some like survival gear and shit like that. So, I mean, loot any fucking Cabela's or fucking sporting goods shop and shit like that. Find some weapons. You're gonna want to fucking find some things that are gonna help you out in long-term survival. You're not looking short-term because in a zombie apocalypse, you're not gonna know when the end is coming. Well, the end already has came to modern day society, but you don't know when modern day society is going to be reinstated and there will be a cure or anything like that. So that's something that you have to take into consideration. You don't know when the end is going to end or if it's just going to keep going on forever. So you need to prepare yourself. And I found some very, very interesting things when I was looking up the zombie survival guide. I don't know why I keep calling it the zombie apocalypse guide. But yeah, so the zombie survival guide. I found some great things when I was looking around for it and when I was reading it myself. And shit, it is fucking crazy. And the first chapter of the book covers the undead myths and realities and outlines of Selenum. And Selenum is the fictional virus that creates a zombie, along with the details on how it spreads and stuff like that. So if you have like an open wound when it comes in contact with something or someone that's infected with their blood or their saliva, and it kind of goes into how you can treat that. And it's very freaking crazy because the treatment of the infected is nuts, and it's pretty much you either fucking kill yourself, so you either commit suicide, you amputate whatever part of your body was bitten or scratched, and that probably will never work because it will spread through your bloodstream pretty quickly, and the next thing you know, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna want to fucking smash your friend's face in and eat their brains out and shit like that. And around the middle of this chapter, it explains the abilities and behavioral patterns of the undead and the differences between like someone that's possessed, zombies, zombie movies, and zombies created by this fictional virus in this book called Solanum. And then chapters that follow later on go into weapons and combat techniques and places where an individual can find safety, and which is probably one of the most important things. Where you're going to find safety and how you're going to survive in a zombie-infested world. And then later on in the book, it goes on to talk about zombie encounters throughout history, and the oldest being in like 60,000 BC in fucking Central Africa. So, I mean, you really don't know the validity of these of this documentation, but it's a very interesting book, and they have documented encounters going all the way back to 2002 in the Virgin Islands, and it's fucking nuts. Like, this book is crazy, and it really will help you out if this situation ever did happen. Not saying that it would. I mean, if a motherfucker wants to smoke enough bath salts or ingest that shit, then I mean, you could probably say there's gonna be a zombie apocalypse, some shit like this, like the shit that happened in Miami where the dude was eating the fucking homeless guy's face. I mean, he probably doesn't even have the most tastiest face in all of Miami. Like, if you're gonna eat somebody, why don't you go eat somebody's tits or something like that? Like, why would you eat a bum's face? It's dirty and it fucking doesn't taste good. But I guess if you're a zombie, then you really don't discriminate on who you're gonna eat. You're just gonna go for what you can get when you can get it, and probably attack like the first fucking guy that you see. So yeah, pretty much that's what's gonna fucking happen. If the zombie apocalypse happens, shit, I know that I probably wouldn't be ready. I don't have really any weapons in my house besides like fucking 2 pairs of scissors right in front of me on my fucking on my desk. I probably got some shit that I could construct and just from playing fucking video games. Like, I'll go to the hardware store down the street, buy some fucking nails, put that shit in a 2x4, and boom, I'm smashing faces. Even though I really wouldn't want to do it that way, but then in The Walking Dead, they really did make a great point when they said that the noise of a gun draws too much attention towards yourself. So you're gonna have to be up close and just like, you're gonna have to be in their face, fucking cutting off heads, stabbing people, trying not to get scratched. Probably your best bet would be to wear long sleeves at all times. No fucking shorts and tank tops, flip-flops, so none of the shit that I like to wear. I'd have to be fucking like long johns, fucking flannel, like hunting gear, like fucking ghillie suit if I have to, ruffling through the bushes, fucking with fucking zombie blood all over my body, not knowing what the fuck's going on. Crazy, probably because I just did a shitload of mushrooms. And because the zombie apocalypse is going on, I don't give a fuck. So, I mean, I'm kind of rambling about, like, anything that's zombie related right now, but I guess you could kind of intertwine it and fucking bring all that shit together. And I just made the fucking coolest hand movement. I don't think I've ever made that in my life. But those are just some things that I enjoy. I really enjoy a lot of zombie shit, so, I find it very fascinating, even though I don't think that it could happen. But in today's society, fucking anything can happen. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. All the shit that can happen is nuts. There's gonna be a time when we're old as fuck. Our generation right now is old as fuck, and we're gonna be looking back on the shit that we did, and we're going to be like, damn, that shit was so fucking badass. But then the generation, like our kids are gonna look back on the shit that we thought was badass and it's not gonna be that badass. And that's fucking crazy to me how shit like that always happens. And I don't think it matters with what generation you are. Fuck, that guy just fucking slapped me in the back of the head and I just died. Game over. But our generation has a bunch of cool shit. So, I mean, I'm happy with the way things are turning out, but with society and how society is, I mean, one day everything could take a turn for the worse, and you're never gonna know when that day is gonna happen. Like, if some crazy shit with like a fucking meteor shower happened, and there happened to be a meteor the size of fucking New York, like in Deep Impact, and that shit happened, I live too close to the fucking coast. I couldn't drive far enough to fucking get away from that tidal wave. There's no way. What would I do? I'd probably go to the beach. Just like the chick did at the very end of the movie. Like, I'd go there, I'd sit there with my family, we'd probably all sit on a blanket, eat some sandwiches, and sip on whatever we wanted to sip on, some orange juice, some fucking chocolate milk, if that's what we wanted as our last drink. We'd be sipping on that shit, and then what do you know? The wave comes, boom, dead. You don't have to sit in your house and get hit by all this fucking debris. Just take the impact right as you can. It's probably gonna snap your fucking body in half anyways if it's a wave that size. And your life will be over. You won't have to suffer. You won't have to worry about struggling, trying to survive in this motherfucker. Or you're fucking driving down the fucking highway, looking in your rearview mirror and you're like, fuck man, I couldn't drive fast enough. Because guess what? There's gonna be a couple million people thinking that they could drive fast enough too, and the fucking freeway's gonna be shit. For some reason, there's gonna be traffic when everyone's gonna be trying to drive fast as hell to get the fuck out of there, and the shit's just gonna back up because people want to be retarded. Too many people coming on the fucking freeway and shit. But that's been my zombie rant. Enjoy this video. Later.
Hey, be careful when you put those bullets.
Let me die in peace.
Sam? Is that you?
Wayne, come in, fast.
What the hell happened?
Everything is my fault. Sorry, Wayne.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It wasn't a good idea coming here. They've gone crazy. Those men appeared out of nowhere and attacked us. Good God, they've shot me. I'm bleeding to death, Wayne.
Where are the others?
The whole world is dying.
Where have they taken them?
I'm dying, Wayne.
You were going to die anyway.
No. I don't want to die. No.
I have to save my comrades. Where have they taken them?
Wayne. The save point. They're all there. Women.
Where have they taken them, Sam?
Children.
Tell me now.
You've got to...
Women, children, my family. Carla's dead. And now you are too. I've got to get to that safe point.